Hello, folks. Welcome to the Crime Dog Live Show. I'm your host, Johnny Federico, retired detective with the Rochester, New York Police Department. After serving 30 years, I worked uniform patrol, undercover narcotic street investigation as a hostage negotiator for over 20 years, finishing my career with the fine men and women of the ATF. That's alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. It was a federal task force where our main focus was violence and gun trafficking throughout these great United States of America. Sitting alongside me, you know who it is, always with me, ride or die. He's also a 22 plus year veteran, retired detective, also with the RPD. He was a legendary street cop, undercover cop, SWAT team member. He was a homicide detective. David Simpson, welcome to the stream, brother.
What up, though?
David, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about the tweet of the week. We're going to engage in some of that stuff. We're going to talk about Cindy, Cyber Midget. We got the nod for one of the top podcasts in Rochester, so we got to get our people to voting on that. We're going to talk about a great man named Steve Federico, whose daughter Logan was murdered while visiting friends at the University of South Carolina. There's so much to talk about. Go ahead, David. Did I interrupt you?
No. I'm just shaking my head at that tragic story. My niece goes to University of South Carolina, so that one hit home a little bit.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. You know, David, I sent out a message tonight on our twits and our videos and our twits and our social media platforms. I don't want to think that I did a tease with Penfield parents because I just wanted to get them on the platform. Unlike the shitty Rochester media, I don't tease it and then do it at the end so everybody sticks around. So for the Penfield parents that did tune in that want to listen to what I have to say, it's going to be a quick 1 minute blurb. It's going to be very callous and catty, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Rochester media, shitty Rochester media, okay, backstabbing, catty Rochester media. Now, we're not going to point out male or female. We're not going to tell you if it was journalists from 8, 10, 13, or Fox. We're not going to tell you whether it was print media, social media, or the radio. All we're going to say is they're all catty little bitches, okay? They're all catty bitches. Even ones that we're friends with, they're catty bitches, okay? And I say that because David and I, we're street cops. We were street detectives. So what we have done since we launched our platform, David and I agreed that we would only put information out there that was going to be for the betterment of the community. And sometimes when we do defend cops, we tell you why. And when we don't defend them, we tell you why. And we all think, oh, we're going to shoot it down the middle. In this particular Penfield incident, David and I discussed prior to launching anything. And what we both agreed on, it was all about the kids. Okay. And the reason why I got to talk shit about the Rochester media and call them catty little bitches is because they've done everything they can do to try to undermine our podcast. And they're such pussies. Okay. That's what makes me laugh. Okay. They have all these big platforms. We're just like the little guy, but there was so much backbiting out there. That just goes to show you, Penfield parents, where their level of concern was for your kids. Okay. The backbiting that went on, the little snide remarks, the little cheap shots that we got and we found out about. Here's the thing, folks. David and I we were real life police detectives, but we're men and family men first, which is why we released it. We had several opportunities since we launched our stuff to go ahead and be the first to do this or the first to do that or to release this. We never did it. Didn't want to step on any toes, didn't want to burn sources, but this one we did specifically because it was for the children. Okay. We have MF'd the Penfield School District several times. It's not a secret. We don't hide behind anything that we say, but we have MF'd the district for things that they've done. Parents that I'm sure supported us defending their children don't agree with our personal opinions or our politics, but it's not about us. It's not about them. It was about the kids. So I want you to just keep that in mind the next time the shitty rock media doesn't defend your kids and then they go out and backbite the Rochester podcast that tells you the truth. That's it. That's it, David. That's all I got. Okay.
Not much more to say to that. Excellent job.
So, David, thank you, brother. So I just want to say this right now. The last 2 weeks have been serious. We usually F around a little bit before we talk and da 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 da. So That being said, I like to surprise you with things because David Simpson's first reactions are his best reactions. So Danny, before you
Said
pop,
said no one ever until I was on a podcast.
so David, because you are an athlete, you love sports. I just want to tell you before you pop it up, Danny. I'm going to give you the cue, but don't pop it up yet. I just want to let you know. A little over a week ago, I have a new best friend. Okay, a new best friend, David, and he's a professional athlete. Okay.
If he's a
And,
professional pickleball player, I'm gonna be like,
hang on, he's a professional athlete. Just want to tell you, I had the distinct pleasure of meeting this young gentleman. He's friends with my daughter and her crew. He's actually friends with Nick, your son, and my nephew's lax coach. Danny, pop up my new BFF. There he is, Nathan Grennan, Nate Dawg. This is my new BFF, David. We had some toddies by my pool a couple weeks ago. Great kid. He is a professional lax player out of Toronto. He is all about that. He's all about that. He's a Canadian boy. I believe he's from Ottawa. Great dude. Ottawa. But he's a great dude. Just want to let you know, David, this is the level of people that you're hanging out with. I hang out with pro athletes now. Just want to let you know that. This is
It's
my new
impressive.
friend.
It's your pickleball career is excelling at such a rate that it's drawing in professional athletes due to your mediocre rise to the
You
top.
know, David, I got to be honest with you. I never thought of that analogy, but thank you. So you're saying my athletic prowess on the pickleball court is drawing in world-class athletes. Nathan, aka my self-proclaimed nickname for him, Nate Dawg. Nate, so you're saying that Nate Dawg is
Athletes are gravitate to other athletes,
so you're
yeah,
basically saying
and good athletes
metal
gravitate to
sharp
good yes.
metal sharpens metal?
Yes.
Okay.
I bet you he looked at you and saw some of himself in you.
Thank you, David. Thank you, David. You know what? And I got to be honest with you. I sense a little sarcasm.
None.
You're a little. You
None.
appear to be a little smug in your comments. But
Absolutely not.
I just wanted to let you know, world class pro
Did you guys
athletes.
grab a lax stick and throw a couple, pass it around the front yard?
No, because I don't think he would be friends with me after he saw that I wouldn't be able to control a lax stick. But I did throw a few back with him.
Did you talk about your pickleball career and what your record is and how you're doing and what level you're at?
I did not. I didn't want to inundate him
Plus,
because,
Canadians would have no idea what pickleball is.
well, you do know that two Canadians, they are at least 78 years old, were the first people that I played pickleball against, and I blew out my calf muscle during that game. That was 2 years ago. So full disclosure. So the Canucks do know
How
a
do you
little
blow
bit
out your
about.
calf muscle? The court is as big as like my area rug in my living room.
Well, David, listen, I got to be honest with you. When your lateral movements are really quick,
Oh, I like that. That was
when you're ready, when your twitch movements are fast, like myself, sometimes the muscles don't want to go where the body wants to go. You know what I'm saying?
so you
So
went left, but your cat front right.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It actually felt, I described it as, I thought that there was a sniper in a tree about 1,000 yards away that hit me right in the calf below my knee. That's what it felt like. And I heard it hurt. Anyways, I just want to let you know, David.
Is Nate Dogg gonna get us over to see him play at the big house?
Well, are you talking about the Warm Oil?
Yeah.
Well, he plays out of Toronto. He's in
Oh,
training
it's
camp.
oh,
Training
he's
camp
in
started this week.
okay, he's playing on a try. He's not playing for the
He
night
doesn't
house.
play for Rochester.
Okay.
Yeah. So he got
I'm not going to
drafted.
Canada. You gotta give up your guns, you go into Canada.
He got drafted by Texas, and now he plays for Toronto.
That's a bad deal. If I got drafted by Texas, I certainly would wanna be in Texas, not in Toronto.
Yeah. So he's in Toronto, and but he's a good dude. I just a shout out to my man
He
Nate
looks
Dogg.
short. Is he short?
I think he's 5'9", 5'9".
Not short.
Jacked. He's a jacked dude. You know what I mean? The only time you're going to see my abs is during the autopsy, but this guy was ripped. So, all right, let's get
How
into
did you wait? I gotta find out, how did you meet this kid?
So he's staying at my daughter's place because her roommate and
I
business
feel like your
partner.
daughter has a boarding house or something. There's like people coming and go.
It's like St. Joseph's Villa there, I think. It's
I mean,
definitely,
honestly,
yeah. It's like the land of misfit
if I
toys.
get kicked out of the house, I might be on her couch.
Might be. That's a strong word. Definitely is a better word.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No, so he had a lacrosse, a lax tournament. So he stayed with them for I think a couple weeks. So Nick, your
Yeah,
son's
he probably knows
coach,
Nick, yep.
they played D1 or I think they played
Played at Mercier's.
is that D1? Whatever the D
D2,
is.
yeah.
But they played major lacrosse in college together. So he stayed with them while he
Cool.
traveled around upstate New York doing some tournaments. But anyways. Whew. All right. Okay. Enough of me
Impressive.
showing.
Impressive.
Thank you, David. So listen, Danny, let's get to the tweet of the week. Shocker. It's DSibs14.
Yeah, my first tweet of the week.
This is David's first tweet of the week.
20,000.
DSibs14 says, of course the libs won't let anyone say or do anything they don't agree with. This is why the left sucks balls. David, set this video up for our audience.
These awesome gentlemen are on the, I don't know what the footbridge is, but it's the footbridge on 590. I think it goes to Tryon Park, right? Isn't that the footbridge? So. Yeah. And they set up there and they support ICE and they have the American flag. And it's one African-American gentleman and there's this other white kid. And they're doing dances up there and they got their signs. So long story short, they're up there and now they're getting harassed, of course, by
liberal Karens.
I don't even know what we're dealing with. I don't even know what.
Oh, you don't know if they're boys or girls?
I don't know if it's a she, he, a he, she, a she that look. I don't know what we're dealing with, but we're dealing with that. And they grab the flag and they harass them and they put hands on them actually.
So let's check this. Let's check the video out. Let's see what they got.
All right.
I never come to y'all protests when y'all up here and cut down anything. We never come to y'all protests when y'all up here, and we never cut down anything. No, that's very bad. No, take it down. No, let her take it. No, let her go.
Get his hands off.
Don't touch my flag, man. My flag must bothers you.
It does.
It does. You have PES.
What does that mean?
Trump derangement syndrome. Listen, you need independence, baby. Listen, man. You don't see what's going on around you wrong? I'm black and I see this shit. How dumb can you be? Yo, how dumb can you be? No, illegal immigration. And who they taking out? Who? Where? Yes, where? Who? Where? Yes, it does. No, y'all yelling at us all the time. Come on, man, you crazy, man. You crazy, man. You crazy. You crazy. You're crazy, lady. Take it down. Go ahead. You're nuts. Trump's doing nothing wrong. All he's doing is protecting us American citizens. The
what
taxpayer.
A stupid bitch. What a dumb bitch. She can't even explain herself.
Okay? Are you guys okay?
I love the guy wearing the Amex jersey, though.
Yo, don't touch. We don't touch us.
Don't touch me.
We don't touch us stuff.
This is public.
We don't touch us stuff when we outside.
This is public.
We don't touch us stuff. Y'all don't touch.
Oh, okay. No one wants to touch your body, you war pig.
As soon as she put hands on, he should have slapped the shit out of her.
Y'all mad? You big mad? You're mad. You're mad.
You're mad.
You're mad. Y'all see y'all didn't touch this, right? Y'all mad. Y'all ain't touch this, right? Y'all mad. Y'all ain't touch this, right? Y'all mad. Y'all mad.
See those horns beeping? Yeah.
Take my flag down before I stick the shit on you bitches today.
Yeah.
Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag, man. Don't touch my flag, man. Don't touch my flag.
That's
Like,
like,
she's getting handsy there. That's game on. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's
it is game on.
Taking out my shit. Don't touch my flag. No, that's assault. That's assault. Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag.
I wish these dudes would have just jackhammered these broads. I really do.
Y'all leftists are crazy.
I really
Don't
do.
touch my flag. Don't touch my flag.
And God, she's wearing a Genesee
Don't touch my
Brewery
flag.
tank top.
Don't
That is
touch my
so.
flag.
Look at,
That's
look at,
sacrilegious.
look at,
Don't touch my flag.
look at.
Don't touch my flag.
Why is it always the Birkenstock broad?
You're mad.
It's always
You're
the socks and the
mad.
Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
This is the most non-hot look ever.
Mad. Y'all mad.
Birkenstocks and
Y'all
socks.
mad.
Anyone that does that sucks.
Why? You took the time to come rip down our stuff.
All right, Dan,
Y'all
you can
mad.
stop it.
Y'all mad, yeah.
David, you know what's so funny? I just want to say one thing.
That fires me up. I want to go up to the bridge.
David, apparently Black lives don't matter anymore, right? Especially if there's a black guy that's got an opposite opinion yours. Well, who would have thunk?
Well, he's not
lives...
black. As soon as he likes Trump, he's not black anymore.
Oh, I thought 2020 we were all told Black Lives Matter.
Nah,
because
because
we were
all
out
the
there for
black runs
55
out
years.
of him when he likes Trump.
Yeah. Yeah, we know the cops were the Nazi assholes, right? But we were the ones with you and I combined police experience of 55 years that were protecting the black and the minority and the brown community as long as we did. But we were the bad guys during 2020, defund the police, right? And now this guy, gentleman, just putting up peacefully. Now, and by the way, this wasn't even like in a major intersection where there's a heavy foot traffic. You had to go out of your way to get up to this guy.
Yeah, they sought him out 100%. They saw it. They probably drove by it, saw it, parked, walked up there, and went out of their way to harass them. They should have pressed charges on him, honestly. I mean, it's harassment and a PL all day long.
Yeah, right. Which by the way, one is potentially a violation, possibly, and the other one's a misdemeanor. But here's the thing:
you still got to get a lawyer, and you still got to go to court.
You still get your balls busted.
Right.
Get your balls busted. Which, by the way, if they're listening, these guys, they still could do that.
100%.
They could still get a police report. What amazes me though is, I love the fact that, like I said, defund the police, right? Definitely defund the police, and then it's, oh, Black Lives Matter, but unless he's a Trump supporter,
or unless he's a cop.
Mike Tyson said it the best. Everybody has a plan until I punch him in the face. Now we're old now. We are old. I'm 55 and I ain't punching anybody anymore unless I absolutely have to defend my family. However, I just love all the violence.
You're a better man than me. I'll punch someone.
But here's the thing, David. Like the violence that you and I had to partake in due to our jobs, you know what I mean? We've seen it all. We participated in a lot of it. It's amazing though. The smugness of these people, the audacity that they think that they could walk around and do what they want to do. Like, I'll tell you what, you drive all around, me and my daughter laugh about it, and she points out all these different places, especially like 12 Corners of Brighton or this up in Cobbs Hill. We talk about, it's great. Go ahead and protest, man. Because I'll tell you what, over 490 in the summer, there was a ton of anti-Trump, I hate Trump, blah, 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 blah. Nobody went, and it was on the walkway, like where Culver Road is, so you could get up there very easily.
Right.
Nobody did it. They let them protest. They let them do what they want. They let them say what they want to say. But the left, the tolerant left, the left that's so cutesy that they want to save the world unless you disagree with them.
100%. That's how it works.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I'll tell you what, watching this, and this may not seem like a good analogy, when we were on the job, we did an investigation one time, Conkey Avenue. I'll never forget it. It was about 15 years ago. And these smug douchebag kids from Webster, they came into Conkey trying to buy weed. Okay. We all know the black dope dealers and the Hispanic dope dealers that were selling to these guys, they never wanted any problems. They wanted to get their weed to them, get their money, and get them out, right? Because if there was problems, what would happen? Then we come, and then their business is effed up. But guess what the smug little Webster douchebags did? They tried to do a drive off. They got the weed, and then they tried to drive off. So guess what happened? In the hood, whistles started going, flags screaming, yelling. The dudes at the next corner jumped out in front of the car. And guess what happened? The smug Webster kids got the shit kicked out of them. Okay. And that's what we call ghetto justice. Okay. Because at the end of the day, we had to give them assault reports because they got the shit kicked out of them. But that's my point. That is privilege. Okay. That's where you want to talk. I don't believe in white privilege, but going and doing something like that is privilege, where you don't understand the rules of the hood. These assholes on this walkway. Okay. I wish the same, because these guys were total gentlemen about it. There's a small part of me that wishes that they weren't, and they just started jackhammering these girls.
I don't think they should have been. I think if you touch me or my personal property, it's game on. I'm not looking for it, but if you go out of your way to walk over to me and knock my hat off or put your hands on me or take my flag or anything like that, then you got what's coming.
Yeah, you got what's coming.
Or I can handle. I'll take one and do as much damage as I can on the one till I get my ass kicked. But I'll take one.
Right. Hey, what did Biz say? Took some, gave more. Danny, listen, Danny, do me a favor. Rewind the messages so we could address some of our people that were talking to us. Hit it. Go start from the beginning for me. Right? Oh, there's a
I
girl.
can't even read it. I'd have to get my readers on.
The
So
girl
someone's gonna
looks
have to.
like they're very naive. I thought you said native, and also very much in need of soap. Very good observation, Rance. What do we got? Sonia. She definitely doesn't even drink beer. She didn't look like a beer drinker.
No.
Spicy mustard. When I watched the video, all I could hear was "Stupid Girl" by Garbage Plan. That's a great one. Great track, by the way. Gina, 9,000. They all piled in. No
Of
doubt.
course. And they drove in the left lane the whole way home and wouldn't move over.
And they went and played softball on Wednesday nights at Cobb's Hill. Keith Mayer, our main man. Remember the Dems are yes, exactly. That's what we were saying. 100%, brother. Yeah, the party of peace until you disagree with them, douchebags. Is that it, Danny? What do we got? Any more? Gina 9G. Hell yeah, if they want that's a good point. They want the smoke, they can get it.
I like Gina. I'm down with that.
Yeah, no doubt. One more we got. What's it? Why do libs try so hard to be ugly? Very good point. Very good point. Danny, what do we got here? What do we got here, brother? What's next?
Wait. Hold on. Time out. I need a 30-second timeout. She's right. And Danny could chime into my ears. Name one hot lib. She's not hot. AOC is not. I mean, she's passable. Hot. Smoke show. You got anything? Nothing. Johnny, you got nothing?
And I by the way, you know what I told my daughter this week? David gets mad at when I peek in on MSNBC and CNN because I gotta get my daily.
They don't have hot anchors on MSNBC? Nothing?
No, I don't know. I think the stupidity that comes out of their mouth drops them down. Did you ever see like maybe somebody that wasn't that attractive, but they have a really legit great personality? They're fun to be around. You're like, oh, they're pretty attractive. You know what I mean? There's some women that are on those networks that aren't bad, but the garbage that comes out of my mouth, you just can't get past anything other than that, you know?
Yeah, the garbage coming out of their mouth severely hurts the hot scale.
That's our boy right there, Josh. You're right. It's our man. God bless you, Josh. We're praying for you. All right, man. What do we got there, Danny? Oh, look at this. Shout out to Cindy Cyber Midget. Folks, it is official. We just dropped it right. Yeah, we just dropped it. We have not won yet. We're going to need your help. Danny, keep that on the bottom of the screen. Keep that up. So here's the deal. We are, Danny, how many is it 4 or 5?
4.
Okay, 4 people. Thanks to Cindy Cyber Midget. Follow her. Give her a shout out. She's the one who nominated us, and it was our great listeners that ended up getting us enough nominations to be in the top 4. So we are Rochester's best podcast of 2025. So here's what we're going to need you guys to do. Please, please, please. See that HTTP, the little URL down at the bottom? Copy and paste that. It'll drop you right to the city page. That's what our super producer does for us because he makes us look way smarter than we are.
So do they have to go to the entertainment link and then to the podcast link,
Danny short circuited everything because he's smarter than me and you, David. So all you do is copy that right there, and then we're going to send it on our social media platforms. Copy, paste it, drop it on your URL at the top of your search page, and Danny defaulted right to the City Rock Best of Rochester podcast. Make sure you vote for the Crime Dog, guys. Please.
Yeah,
please.
And if any of you listening see me knock on your door, I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm just trying to get you to vote for us because I'm going to go door to door.
Oh, you're going door to door like a
100%. Like I'm running for election. Like I'm running for office. 100%. I'm canvassing.
Dude, that belt kills me. So there it is, folks. Thanks to Cindy. Shout out to Cindy Cyber Midget. She nominated us, and you guys fouled up with a plethora of votes. Go there.
Keith, I think you can only vote once, but hey, I love it. I love to keep going.
I love Fire Guy, man. He's the man. We love him. Anyways, what do we got, Danny? What's up next? What do we got next? Oh, yeah, this is shitty.
It can't be funny now.
I know. Put the belt down, David. All right, go ahead. Hit it. So we're going to talk about a guy named Steve Federico. He was in front of the Charlotte. He was in a congressional hearing in Charlotte, North Carolina, talking about the violence that goes on there and how the politicians just protect the criminals. You guys all know the beautiful Ukrainian girl who was stabbed to death on the train down there. His daughter, Logan Federico, she was 22, was visiting friends in University of South Carolina.
Beautiful girl.
She was murdered. This story is really sad, but we're only playing it today because if you haven't seen it, this guy is such a great dad. His message is so impactful. Danny, pop it. Hit the tape, baby.
How many of y'all have kids? I'm just curious. Here's what I need you to do. When I tell you this story, think about your kids. Think about your child coming home from a night out with their friends, laying down, going to sleep, feeling somebody come in the room and wake them and drag her out of bed, naked, forced on her knees with her hands over her head, begging for her life, begging for her hero, her father, me, that couldn't be there. She was 5'3". She weighed 115 pounds. Bang! Dead. Gone. Why? Because Alexander Devontae Dickey, who was arrested 39 goddamn times, 25 felonies, was on the street. How about that? How good are we doing for our family? How good are you doing for your kids? He should have been in jail for over 140 years for all the crimes he committed. You know how much time he spent in prison? A little over 600 days in 10 years. He's only 30 years old. He was committing 2.65 crimes a year since he was 15 years old. But nobody could figure out that he couldn't be rehabilitated. Well, you'd have to put him in prison to see if he could be rehabilitated. Isn't that the idea of prison? But no, my daughter wanted to be a teacher. She finally figured it out 2 weeks before she was executed. And I haven't heard a damn word from Byron Gibson in South Carolina. Not one word. 4 months, no communication. His biggest concern was that he was pissed off about my interview and how I made him look on the Fox News channel with Trey Gowdy. How pathetic is that? That we're letting our 22-year-old kid visiting friends. It's all she ever wanted to do was visit friends. And she literally was executed while on her knees begging for her life. Her name's Logan Federico, not Irina. And you will not forget her. I promise you. You will be sick and tired of my face and my voice until this gets fixed. I will fight until my last breath for my daughter. You need to fight for the rest of our children, the rest of the innocents, and stop protecting the people that keep taking them from us. Please. You have the power. We put you in the power to do what you have to do. We're asking you, we're begging you all to stop this. 39 crimes in 10 years, 25 felonies. Can anybody here explain to me, well, how possibly he could be on the street?
All right.
Possibly be on the street. How is it possible?
Folks, if this video doesn't shake you to your core, a passionate dad who just had his kid killed, this is what we've been beating the drum on, David and I, since we started our stuff. Criminal justice reform, bail reform, all these liberal cities, okay? All these liberal cities that have criminal justice reform, letting people out on the street to injure your kids or kill them. This is what happens. Look at the stats. 39 times. He did 600 days in jail. He's only 30. He should have done 140 years with all the crime. That's the bullshit that's going on in America. This isn't propaganda. Don't let the facts, David, right, get in the way of your feelings.
Nobody loves a violent criminal like a Democrat. That's the problem.
That
anything they can do to make criminals' lives better and make law-abiding citizens' lives worse, they will do. It's
Right.
proven. It's proven in New York. It's proven in California, and unfortunately, it's proven for this father in Carolina. It's a sad thing, and he's absolutely right. The legislators have the power to push for reforms, to start saying we screwed up. We need to start locking up animals and
Yep.
savages and throwing away the goddamn key. All right. And let them fucking rot there. We have to start doing that. Okay. Because sometimes the boogeyman can't be on the street. Okay. You lock them in a cage.
Right.
Okay. That's all they know.
Right.
Okay. And you shove them food under the door and you keep them locked up. And this is a guy
Right.
that should have been locked up for decades.
Yeah. You know what? You know when they what's that, Danny? Hold on. Just hold them for a second. So I'm going to tell you right now, David. This is people ask me, they're like, "Do you miss the job?" No, I don't. Because you and I, we did what we were supposed to do. We not unfortunately, but we played the game at a high level for a very long time. We accomplished everything that we wanted to accomplish. So I don't say that arrogantly. I say it as a matter of fact. When I see videos like this, it just gets me so jacked up inside, right? It gets me so jacked because all those nights when we chased down filthy savages like the guy that killed Logan, that's when we grabbed them, and sometimes they fought with us, unfortunately for them. At the end of the day, we were the ones out there with our brothers and sisters keeping communities safe when they allowed cops to be cops. They don't allow cops to be cops anymore, folks. You're not safe. So, buddy up, watch your surroundings. Dave and I talk about situational awareness, especially for young women and women in general. Make sure you lock your doors, stop at a light, make sure your shit is done. It's tight. Because I'll tell you right now, the politicians and the New York state laws are not going to get any better. David, there's a place on the Twits. It's called the Consortium for Safe Communities. Give them a follow. It's a shout out to them. Consortium for Safe Communities. They are advocating, for New Yorkers, for there to be a reasonableness safety standard for the criminal justice reform. What's that mean to you? Sheriff Todd Baxter, Senator Pam Helming, she's been on the podcast. Give it a look. It's in our profile and our history. Just Google Crime Dawg, Senator Pam Helming. She's a Republican. Todd, the sheriff, is a Democrat. They paired up, reached across the aisle, and they have what they call the SAFE Act. It is what you have when you have people that commit crimes. Basically, in sum and substance, the SAFE Act says, what is the criminal history of this person? Are they safe to be put back out in the community? And look at an individual basis for the crime that they committed. That's all they're asking to do. And guess what your Democrats did? They voted it down.
Right.
They voted it down.
They're just asking for a dangerousness standard to be considered when they set bail. And we are the only state. The only state in the United States that doesn't have a dangerousness standard when judges go to set bail.
Look at the criminal history also of the person that's being arrested. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Is he a danger to the community?
Right.
Whether that's the propensity to, to commit more crimes, whether they're going to flee, whether their crimes are violent of nature, all of those things can be considered under a dangerousness standard, and they can hold people. Okay. So they're not walking around the streets, because right now there is no accountability, because you don't go to jail. Okay. And and it's a joke. They laugh at the criminal justice system because it benefits the criminal, not the law-abiding citizen. And that's not how it's supposed to work.
Yeah. This is exactly the case, David. You and I worked them. We were in undercover capacity, working in plain clothes, 3 o'clock in the morning, sitting on a house for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, just waiting for that dude to come out. You know what I mean? Just waiting for him to come out, waiting for him to make a move. We didn't even know if he was in the house or not. But filthy savages like this guy that kills a beautiful young girl who had her whole life ahead of her, that was why we did it. We had same situations in Rochester, folks. Same violence. Rochester's one of the most violent cities per capita, right up there with Detroit and Baltimore and Stockton, California. I'm telling you right now, that's when I see this, David, that's what gets the young boy in me, the 23-year-old Johnny Furica that used to roam the streets. That's the one. Or when I was undercover, when I was young, That's what gets me going. I mean, I want to sit in a car again. I want to set up on a guy. I want to follow him. I want to track him like we used to track savages like this, like the animals that they are. That's the one thing and the only thing that I miss is tracking animals like this.
100%. And I just hate, it makes me angry when I see our politicians going to these families of victims and placating to the cameras, and then the next day they do nothing but talk about fast trains and we need to have pay for jail calls so people can make calls in jail because it's so expensive. We got to make jail nicer.
Yeah.
We got to let them have tablets when they're in prison.
Oh,
It's the biggest bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. Whatever we could do to make them more comfortable, David.
Whatever we can do to make violent criminals' lives better.
Man, I tell you what, it gets me jacked. I don't apologize, by the way. We're done apologizing. So, yeah, we agree with you. It is definitely heartbreaking and sick. Danny, play the comments for us, please. No parents. No, definitely, man. God bless. That's a good call too. We got Akia 25. Yeah. You're 100% right. Forget about that dude's beyond rehabilitation. Yeah. He sent it twice, but we agree with you twice. Yucks. If that were my daughter, I know. 100%, man. Body bag them. Carrie. David said that. David, you're 100% right, man.
Don't leave home without it, and that used to not be the case.
I know. We're actually going Sunday to shoot, by the way. Me, my daughter, and I don't know if her main man Colin's going to be there. I don't know if he's golfing. He's a huge golfer. By the way, I got to hook you guys up. He's a huge golfer.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all the comments. Yeah, so we're going shooting on. By the way, thanks for our guy Carrie. He's talking about Carrie and your pistola. We're going shooting on Sunday. Me, my daughter, and I think she's going to bring a couple friends with her. I think Maddie might come with us too. We're going to go blow out some targets. By the way, real targets, like silhouettes. Okay, not
human beings.
Yeah, because when I teach them how to shoot, I want to teach them where to shoot on the body to eliminate the threat.
Where to kill.
That's right. See, I say eliminate the threat, and then you lean in and you tell the real story. Ready? Let's do it again. Eliminate the threat.
To kill.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Cut that, Danny. Danny, what's next? Oh, this freaking goof. Go ahead, pop. Just play Don Lemon. Just play this video, folks. It's going to speak for itself. We'll have Danny cut it, and then we're going to talk about it. You'll know this douchebag.
Men who look like you, men who vote like you, and men who sound like you.
You fucker.
Men, something is broken. Whoa. Something is cracked deep inside when so many of you believe the answer to fear, to loss, to change is violence.
That's rich coming from a lefty, really? I mean,
are you listening to me?
Yeah.
I hope I'm saying it loud enough for the people in the back.
No.
Come on. Our listeners are listening, Don. Come on. Fix your glasses. Come on, buddy. Ooh, he leaned forward. Is that it, Danny? Oh, well. Hey, Don, here. Don't let the facts get away your feelings calling white men violent, okay? Statistically, you see white people are 30 times more likely to be killed by a black person. We don't want to make it a us versus them or them and these and those. But let me say that again, Don. Get your stats right before you perch up on your mic there, tough guy. White people are 30 times more likely to be killed by a black person. Here's the stats. It's 2019. Ready for this one? Big Don. 560,000 violent interracial attacks between blacks and whites happened. 560,000, a little over 500,000 house. Okay. Guess what? 470,000 of them, 85%, were black attacking white. So, David, let me ask you a question. Does Big Don, does he have the Googles where he lives? Does he have the internets with an S? Does he do any type of research at all? I mean, after all, we're just too dumb.
He just makes it up as he goes along.
Right. We're just two dumb retired detectives, right? Who can't tie their own shoes. But apparently, because by the way, this isn't just, these are stats that I keep in a folder and I pull shit out of my hat every now and then when people say dumb stuff. And then I got to hit them with facts. I mean, this one killed me. Don is just literally trolling. I mean, I'm going to tell you this right now. I think he put out a video. He puts out videos like this because he wants the clicks.
Oh, yeah,
because if he is so starving,
everyone knows the stat. The stat is it's been talked about 1,000 times.
Right.
That 55 to 60% of all murders in the U.S. every year are committed by 13% of the population, which are African Americans. So don't even the fact that he can even say that with a straight face is quite comical.
Wait, how about when you go?
And if you're going to steal my flag or put your hands on me, I will punch you in the face. That's not violence. That's called a handshake where I come from.
Okay, hang on a minute. So you're going back to the bridge people?
Yeah, because
that's stewing in the back of your brain right now.
Oh, because they think they can put their hands on you or take your shit, and you're not going to do anything.
Right.
But that's not how it works.
I love the fact, though, because I know how your street cop brain works because I've known you forever, and mine's wired the same way. I try to hide mine a little bit. You never hide yours.
Nope.
And I love the fact that you're listening to Don, just thinking about that overpass.
Yep.
And in your head, you're like, hands up, 1, 2, 3, like one timing each one of those chicks that were on the bridge. If they stole your stuff.
Or put their hands,
put their hands on it.
Put their hands on it. And if it was a group of men, I would do the same thing, and I would take my lumps, but one of them would get the ass kicking of their life, and I would take mine from the other 3.
Right. Hey, like my brother-in-law Mike says, I might get the shit kicked out of me, but someone's gonna lose a nose.
Right. Like the scene in Tombstone, where you ever remember that scene in Tombstone? Where he goes up to the guy, and there's a bunch of cowboys, and Wyatt Earp puts the gun to the other one cowboy's head, and he says, you guys are gonna get me, but before you get me, I'm gonna pull this trigger and blow his freaking brains out. I'm gonna take one of you guys with me. And they all back off because they know he's serious, because they don't want to mess with him. So the moral of the story is, if there's more than one, pick one and make sure you do your damage on the one.
Right. You're gonna make a Jackson Pollock out of his brains.
Absolutely.
That was a high-end art reference for those who are listening at home.
That was impressive. They don't teach that at Aquinas. Where'd you come up with that?
Well, remember, I didn't graduate from Aquinas.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So,
city schools.
All right, folks, let's rewind this baby. City of Rochester, best podcast in the history of Rochester. All kidding aside, 2025, it's only 4. Again, shout out to Cindy, the cyber midget. Follow her on the Twits and all her social media platforms. She's the one who started it, and we'll never forget it. So she nominated us, and all the top nominations, the top 4 nominations, go against each other. Now, you guys, now is the time to vote. Now is the time to get out there. Best podcast 2025 in Rochester. We need all you guys listening. Share it on all the platforms. Here's what our super producer, Danny Agnew, did. Check that out at the bottom of the screen. Look at this. We're even good now. Look at the bottom of the screen. HTTP : basically go to bit.ly. Copy that. Me and Dave are going to send it out on all our platforms later. Copy it. Drop it up on your URL. And then it'll take you exactly right to the Rock City page, the magazine page. You're not going to have to fumble F through it like you had to for the nominations. We're already there, folks. We're halfway there. Let's take this baby home. What do you think, David?
I think you're on fire.
Hey, where's your belt? When I talk, well, usually when I talk,
we had a serious topic.
I know, but when I started to talk about the podcast 2025 nomination, there it is, folks. David's. Is it a Rocky belt, or is it what kind of belt is it? Is it Rocky?
It's Rocky. It's got Ivan Drago on it.
Mr. T.
Clubber Lang. And The Rock.
Oh, that's beautiful. All right, let's hit these comments, Danny. Late to the party, making hello, Bernie. We love you. I love you. I love you. I know that's you.
Yeah, Go Yankees. What a game. Let's go. Beat the Sox tomorrow.
What do we got? What do we got, John? Thank you, Rance. Appreciate you.
He's not that funny.
Just ask my mom.
Your mom likes me.
Yeah, she definitely likes you. What do we got here? God bless you too. Rochester's blessed to have you. And thank you, mother. We appreciate you too, man. We're trying. We're getting C blocked. We're getting C blocked, folks. That's when you sort of are making an impact, which is why me and David laugh, actually make fun of Rochester media all the time. Because like I said it before, if they didn't give a shit who we were, then they wouldn't be trying to disparage us and undercut us. And that's everybody. That is social media, print media, the news stations, the radio stations. They're all trying to be in cahoots to try to undermine us. We know who you are. We know who's doing it. And we love every minute. Don't stop. Don't stop because we don't give a shit. That's number one. Number two, David, what did we talk about before, right? When I first retired, they started to call me, right? All the media outlets. Hey, can we get your opinion on this? Can we get your opinion on that?
Right.
No calls anymore. They don't call me anymore. They don't want nothing to do with me. By the way, bafangul. We don't care. I don't care. David don't care. Don't call us. We don't need you. We never needed you.
The champ don't answer the phone anyway.
Right. That's right. What's that quote that I sent you yesterday? Lions don't care what sheeps think of them or some bullshit like that. I said something like that. It was a great quote.
Well, because I was in the fight with a guy. I said,
"Oh, you were on a Twitter fight last night."
Yeah, I had a little Twitter fight. That was my shame on me. I should have looked at the guy. Had like 2 followers. But
he was a bot. That dude was a bot.
Yeah, but I told him that kings don't answer direct calls from peasants.
That sent him over the top. Wait, remember, thank you, man. We appreciate you. Love your podcast. Oh, thank you, man. We appreciate you, Laurie.
Thank you.
David, remember the one guy that went after us pretty hard and we offered him $500 if he come on our podcast or one of our platforms, and then one of our other listeners jumped in and said, I'll double it and I'll put 500 in.
Yeah.
Show some balls, and he didn't do it.
They never do.
They never do.
Call them out and they don't want to do it.
All right, folks, check this out. This Saturday, iHeart has moved us to a new time slot.
We're a morning show now. Now I can say good morning.
Good morning, good Jesus.
What the?
I think that was I went to Catholic school the majority of my life. That was like the only thing I remember. It was almost like they made you march in places.
You remember that? I remember Our Father and everything like that.
Well, I remember all that stuff.
You remember this little jingle?
Good morning, good Jesus. I think maybe I don't remember that, but I think my daughter used to sing that when she said it. Somebody used to sing it. It's in my head right now. I don't even know. By the way, I couldn't remember algebra or history or
What's
science.
Algebra? If you asked me what algebra is, we couldn't even give you an example. What is? I don't even know what it is.
Wait, that's fire guy.
I know how to count the cash in my pocket, but I don't know if that's algebra.
That's not algebra. You can add and subtract. That's basic. But
that's the most important thing, Johnny.
Fire guy, we love you, brother. We know you don't like cops. Yeah, man, we are the media now. So listen, folks, share our platforms. Please tag us in all the stuff that you do. David had a crazy blasting tweet regarding that 590 thing this past week, and people were tagging libs of TikTok. You guys did like a lot of national news media outlets. We talked about Penfield School District. We don't do it for us. We do it because we want to draw attention to the product that we're putting out, and we hope you guys all enjoy it. We appreciate the feedback. If there's any guests that you want us to interview or talk about, we got some good guests. What's the one we talked about, Dave? We talk about everything in front of everybody. Kevin Williams. I think we want to get Kevin Williams on, don't we?
That guy's too smart.
Yeah, he's very smart.
He's seriously smart. I mean, his information is so good.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we do. Check us out, Lori. We go to crimedogpodcast.com. We have a merch store up there. We have a merch store. You can go check us out right there, crimedogpodcast.com. Yeah, there she goes. They teach algebra at AQ. Oh, man. That's great. Yeah,
he tried to make money at McQuaid.
Yeah, so listen, folks, we appreciate you. Just a couple of things. Let's rewind. Vote for us. We're going to send it out on social media. Share it with all your followers. Make sure you vote for us. Best podcast in the Rock 2025. And also remember, we're going to send this out too. This Saturday, we're not going to be on from noon to 1. Our new time, iHeart moved us. They like us in this time slot better. They're going to put us at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. So that's where we're going to be on from now on, starting this Saturday. And by the way, David, shout out to you. Thanks for being my partner in this. This Saturday will be 1 year on the radio with iHeart, which we told them they should be getting us a cake and balloons. And
what a week. Got the
Streamers.
podcast in the final 4 after 57,000 entries. We're number 4 in the top 4. We got our shows going to 10 o'clock, a better time slot. We got our anniversary. And I got tweet of the week.
You got tweet of the week.
That's a grand salami.
Hey, ain't no stopping us now.
That train's rolling.
By the way, Fire Guy goes only vote once. I don't know if he was asking or telling. I assume it was a question. But hey, we don't know if you could vote multiple times.
Yeah, and if you open up a different email, a new email account too, you should do it from your work one. You could do it from all different ones.
By the way, that's a good point right there. Brian Green, Coco officially appointed Brian. He's the new DA. I wonder what's going to go on, David, with if they're going to shake that office up a little bit. Nope. Thanks, Occupy. They're not gonna?
No.
They're keeping Perry? Perry's going to stay there?
I don't think there's enough warm bodies.
They're low. They're low.
People aren't banging down the door. I mean, police officers, which they should, make more than DAs with law degrees. It's just it's a calling. And when people are in that office for decades, you don't want to lose that. You don't want to lose that experience. So
I don't disagree with you, but
I think Perry will probably be the number 2.
Yeah.
He'll have to, I think that's a good spot, as far as if it's not, why would he leave,
Well, I think too, I think the rule of thumb is if you are a DA and you stay there for 10 years, you get your loans forgiven. Is that correct? Or the majority of them?
It is, but I think there's some
finagling.
Yeah, but
are you doing my Jesus dance or are you doing some other dance? Because you were just like
I was a little bit. No, I think Perry's been there so long that his loans are absolved.
No, I'm just talking about. I think that's why people go to the DA's office. Yeah, what I'm saying. Think they go there. I mean,
and the work-life balance and all that. Like if you want to have kids and stuff like that, sure.
Yeah,
but I bet you the office stays pretty intact. He'd be a good interview. We did some cases together. I think he'd be a good interview.
I did a bunch of cases with Perry. All right, folks, that's it. Dan, you got anything in our chirping ears? You want to yell at us for anything that we did wrong? Oh, thank you, sir. I'm going to salute Danny right now. Thank you,
That's
Danny.
A first.
All right, man. Folks, listen, thank you for watching the Crime Dog live stream. We're here every Wednesday night, or like my grandma used to say, Wednesday night, 9:30 p.m. Loyal as we are, thank you for listening, folks. We hope you stick with us for future live streams. But like my brother-in-law, Frankie Grassi, says, the love of my life, Frankie, is if you can't make it next time, who cares?
Hoorah.